then, because it turns out pretty much like I think it's 4 teams are extremely time restricted today, and they're all trying to like finish their matches as soon as possible. So unfortunately, what we've had to do because we've tried delaying every single match if possible for the stream, that's not been able to work. So we've had to pick between 2 matches, and it's the original scheduled one, which is Infused versus eXeS, and we're actually joining them now on the second map. And the current score is, Shawnee, I'm not sure if you know this, but it's actually 1-0
Do we know
eXeS.
what the round score was?
I don't. I'm not that advanced just yet.
That's fine.
But I will find out very soon.
What we can do, so what we wanted to do, just to clarify, so you're all aware, we wanted to get Odin initially versus Echo, and then we were hoping that Infused and eXeS would have time for us to fit a third match in. So what we want to do with these streams is try and cover all the matches as possible, because we always want to show all the action from the different teams. As mentioned by Toby, Infused and eXeS was the original schedule. However, we couldn't fit that in alongside Echo and Odin. So this is the main match. Hopefully, if Echo and Odin are able to wait, I hope we might be able to get them, Toby. But I mean, we can figure that out towards the end, because we're going to get ready to go on to Canals execution with eXeS leading in a 1-0 lead.
Of course, and if if it is the case that Echo Gaming and Team Odin can't actually wait for us, folks, then we are actually up for streaming another match potentially, which is going on right now. I showed you the schedule earlier. If there are any teams who are currently playing in the GFL in different match who are willing to delay their match perhaps for us, then that would be awesome as well. But by all means, don't wait for us if you can't.
So yeah, ideally, we obviously want to cover all the matches, but at the same time, we don't want to limit the team's playability whatsoever, because it is a Sunday, of course. It's a little bit late on a Sunday as well, so obviously some people might need to get up too early to go to bed, etc. So it's all about trying to find that balance. But let's talk about that in just a bit, because here we go, Toby. Big match, of course. eXeS Infused. Here we go now on Canals.
Can't hype this one up enough, folks. A rivalry that goes back to Gears of War 3. Of course, R-Damage and Apex were the rivalry back then. This is a fairly new roster on both sides. As D2 picks up the first kill now.
And R2D2 in that sense. Gets a kill, straight up, platinum a kill, and down he goes. Grazed with that down at long range, but the question is, well, he couldn't get there, of course, because he had great support. And down goes Grazed, and it falls out to Jack here, Toby. 4v1. He's going to see what he can do. Gets a nice kill there on B, and now, of course, he has, well, more than enough enemies to contend with here.
He has been crossed out, though, and that is 1-0 eXeS. Is this momentum continuing from this first map? It looks like it potentially is. Actually, only one member died for Team eXeS there.
Yeah, and that was B when he tried to, I think he tried to melee Jack there, but Jack wasn't having any of it, and just essentially took him down. We're going to get ready to go into round 2 now, of course, as eXeS are off and running, and they are wanting to continue, of course. But the question is, Infused, we know of their caliber, of course, Toby. We expect them to potentially respond in kind as they pick up both Launcher and Torpo now.
Torpo has been picked up. And D2 is returning for the sniper rifle. Craze, though, he has the sniper rifle in his hand. No kills to speak of just yet. And I am going to stick on board with the Craze. I want to see some headshots right now, Sean. I'm not sure about you, though.
Of course, headshots are always lovely to see, as D2 has the sniper on the COG side, or should I say eXeS side. He tried to get a little shot off there, so it's essentially Craze versus D2 in terms of the launch shot battle. We know there is a Torpo in the hands of Infused as well. However, oh my god, I wish you were on board with Jack. That was disgusting. So Jack was essentially shot in the back by Physics. He wall bounced and essentially one-shot headshot of Physics from behind. I don't even know how he did that, but that was fantastic by him. 4v3 now in favor of Infused.
And I'm sure that was just the sick plays. What more can we expect from Jack Reaction, the man himself, the most renowned player in EU? eXeS, they're going to be sitting back now in a 3v4 numbers disadvantage. Phelps and the rest of the squad, they're going to be all lined up across this junction middle bridge area, so they're going to have map control. They're going to have access to the new frag grenade spawns. Torpo is going to spawn very soon, so eXeS might want to make a play for that if possible. But Jack Reaction, he still has nades in his hand. I'm not sure if he just weapon sided them, not Shawnee, But Ash, he's got his smoke out, so potentially a play coming very soon indeed.
I'm not sure if he did weapon slide them, Toby. The only reason because that is I believe he has not yet used them. But I might be wrong there. But as you mentioned, weapon spawns are coming in very soon. If you're eXeS, Toby, you're a round up, you took the first game. However, in a situation where you are against the numbers here, how do you approach this 4v3 against Infused?
Well, usually I'd go for the option of relying on your sniper. Now, because obviously D2 can force a 1v1 sniper at range, and those numbers advantage they don't usually take as much of a prominent role. But really, when you're up against eXeS with a sniper, that might not be that good of an option, especially when there's a torque bow in the hands of Ash there. And here comes the play. Team Infused are going to go for the offensive straight away. D2 is going to get a headshot, which I did not see, but eXeS on board with him. He's going to be still pushing. D2 is going to get the down, though, right now. Ash is going to pick up one, but Angels has picked up one. 2v1 situation, but Craze is still down, actually. Has he not got him?
Oh, my goodness. Gel, you need to get that down. He does. It was messy. He did get it. He must have been shouted at by his team. He gets shot over the wall. And if he had taken that down quicker, Toby, that might have been a completely different 1v1, but Infused hold their own there, and that was a crazy end to that round.
Teammates of eXeS must have been screaming then in the French language, because of course this is a French team. Just thoughts on that one, but it is going to be 1-1 now, folks. Jack Reaction holding his own, taking advantage of that time management from Angel there. Baghdad's going to be full right out of spawn, shot by his teammate, but nothing significant to speak of. But on board with Jack Reaction to see how he plays out this high side right now.
Yeah, Jack, at the meantime, as you can see, making his way around. There is his teammate for a bit of support, a little bit of a tag, but he's going to back up a little bit. Right now, eXeS a little bit more aggressive in this situation. Sniper picked up as well as frags. So frags in the hand of eXeS, and long shot and topo in the hand of Infused. And Ash is the first person down, but so is D2. And the question is, will Infused be able to make it 3v3 by picking up D2? And they do indeed.
3v3 situation. Good push by D2 there. Catching out Ash as he picked up that torque bow. Getting the kill off. And then good counter from Phelpsy from picking up that kill as well. So shout out to Phelpsy for actually being able to do that and respond to the call-outs. But you can see right now on Jack's cam, you can see the two members of Infused right now looking for a potential torque bow pickup. And I think everything else apart from that is going to slow down right now.
Yeah, it's a 3v3. Obviously not the situation that Infused were in last round where they did have the player advantage. They just about got by, of course, in that round where they won it. But this is where I imagine, Toby, we'd see both B and I believe Jack with their long shots trying to hopefully make something happen here, as we're most likely waiting for some weapon spawns here.
Expect both teams to be very resourceful with that, of course. As we see eXeS, also known as Baghdad, move the sniper up to middle bridge now, so he's going to be in clear view of Jack Reaction snipe. And of course, we don't really need to talk about Jack with the snipe. He is fantastic. We've said it time and time again. We want to be in one of the best players, but his team right now is already pushed up for the angle, trying to take out Physics. They've done just that. Baghdad is going to be full red, forced to back out of this situation. Reinforcements coming from Angels, though, and this could be the potential play that they need. Double down for Baghdad.
Wow.
But though, Jack Reaction flying in with the reinforcements, enabling his team to win that round.
What we saw there was Jack flew in, he got the revive on Crazed, and what that led to was both Jack and Crazed hitting their downs when it mattered, and all that mattered there was that at the right time Jack was there, he got the crucial revive, and Infused are responding in very, very well indeed. They lead, but of course they need 2 more rounds to tie the series up at 1 apiece.
For sure. Let's jump aboard with Phelps. Is he looking to be aggressive as always? Shotgun kill to him though as Baghdad falls. D2 is going to pick up Infused. Ash though coming in though. Jack Reaction from low side. Infused come out of nowhere. But it's all going to be down to Crazed who falls. eXeS somehow coming away with that round.
So we saw 3 downs by Jack in a matter of seconds, but because they were all down so close to each other, it was a matter of mashing the X button, the revive button, and what it led to was Physics getting 2 revives there, and they were just able to respond beautifully. That was so tough for them to make something happen, but they managed to do so, and that was a very unique round, I feel, Toby. That was quite different from what we normally see.
Definitely. Let's jump on board with Angels. He's going across that same side as Phelpsy now. But they're going to opt for going onto middle bridge right now. 2 down low side for Infused. They're not going to be challenging just yet. But Jack Reaction and Co. are going to push from high side. It's going to be a clash of shotguns right now as Angels is almost pinching these two teammates, getting the shots in, but Jack Reaction and Co are going to revive each other again and again and again. D2, it's all down to you, sir. You have got the nades behind you. Not going to go for the slide, though. It's going to be a difficult one. He's going right now, though. Back A! Very nice indeed. He is going to be full red, though, and Crazed. He's going to return the back A in kind.
What a match! What a match! So many revives in this game, and obviously we only saw one revive for Infused in that round, but the prior to that eXeS was so many, but all of the players stepping up at the moment, and this is a fantastic match. At Infused, we should mention, one map away from tying this series up at 1 apiece, and they have it all to do now to finish it up because, well, of course, at any time, eXeS, we have seen them fight back, and I'm sure they're going to try and do it again.
They're going to opt for the middle bridge just again. But Infused, they're going to change things up. They're going to have Sniper Rifle now. In the hands of Craze this time. He's going to get a shot across the map. Sadly, we're not on board with him, but we could see from the death cam how good that was. Mid-cover slide. Very nice indeed. Helping his team out right now, potentially to their first map win of the match. The rest of Infused, though, they've got the Torque Bow. They're going to be trying to launch an offensive on the low side, trying to go for that peak with the Torque Bow. Baghdad, he's going to take cover on this platform. Not the platform, the concrete slab, excuse me, but he still has nades in hand, so they still have options right now, Shawnee.
And Ash trying to bounce the Torpo towards B, force B to move away there, and as you mentioned, Toby, there are indeed options. We should mention this situation that Infused are in, where they have the player advantage, was similar to round 2. They managed to make it work. The question is, can they, well, crucially make it work on the round that matters the most to them, which is the one that allows them, of course, to tie the series up at 1 apiece. But if you're eXeS, I mean, you can still make something happen here, but there is obviously quite a lot being expected of them being a man down in this situation.
D2, though, has been performing with a sniper so far. Like, pretty well, actually. He's got a couple headshots, correct me if I'm wrong, and he's actually sitting on 7 kills right now, so all is not over just yet. Frag grenades and sniper in the hands of eXeS. But Crazy, he still has that sniper, and that's going to make it difficult for eXeS to do any kind of push, but I think we've just seen something on the cams. Yes, we have. Infused Ash has actually pushed up to the enemy bridge right now.
Absolutely, and at the moment, I mean, Topo picked up by Jack, so if they haven't used all of the first Topo, that'd be another set in their hands, of course, Toby. But we're going to wait and see what's going to happen from here. But at the moment, a couple frags, a couple explosions, but still nothing just yet, but I only feel it's a matter of time before the power weapons catch up to eXeS, where they have to force something to happen.
You know, nades are in the hands of Infused right now, and that could spell this beginning of a push. Ash is still holding down this low side, so he's gonna keep eXeS off that bridge area and force them behind that cover, which is going to leave them trapped. But there's a play going on right now. Craze has picked up eXeS Baghdad. He's going to fall. 4v2 situation. I'm not sure if Baghdad got caught out there, but Jack Reaction's going to get caught out this time. But Phelps, he's going to come to the rescue of his teammate. 4v1 situation as D2 falls. And the Fuse are going to take the second map.
So that's what they wanted, of course, Toby. It means that we have a guaranteed 4th map regardless of what happens here. But Infuse responding in kind, and they pick up that match there in a 4-2 situation. A very good match on Canals for sure. And regardless if either Infused or eXeS lose here, I mean, that's one map on the maps for league table. So all the more the merrier for them in that sense. But obviously, if you're eXeS or Infused, you just want to go for a 3-1. I mean, we can talk about that match, but also talk about the teams here. I mean, eXeS, when we came into this on the second map, we didn't catch the first one on stream, unfortunately, but the second map, they didn't win. They lost to Infused, and this one, as we just saw. I mean, what's your plan here, Toby, going into Game 3? You've just won a map, now you've lost the map, back to square one. I mean, where do you go from here?
Ooh, that's a difficult one, Shawnee, because anything you throw at these two teams, as being the veterans that they are, is going to be countered likely to at least to some extent. And the question really is for me is who. Well, let's find out first. Let's find out the next map actually, because that is what I was leading to actually, because that's important. Of course, that is always important. Let's find out. Mansion was first map, so eXeS actually took Mansion, so that is more of a shotgun oriented map. So and you tend to see the weird score lines on that map of any map. So it doesn't really tell the tale as such in terms of who's got their teamwork on par. Perhaps some might argue, as say like a map like Canals. And so Infused, they won that map. So I'm gonna go with Infused winning the next map, which is War Machine, Shawnee.
Okay, that's
Just on that fact, they are looking very good right now. I love their rotations. I loved how Ash took the initiative to take that middle bridge area, of course, not middle bridge, the enemy bridge area, of course. He took the torp boat all the way down to the low side, and I think that like signals to me in my head that really they might be one step ahead of eXeS right now, because that's something personally I have not seen in terms of strats, both as playing and competing. Like at least holding that low side area with that torque bow and not really making any plays off it. I've never seen anyone so confident in my time to actually hold that and hold it as well as Infused did. And having your players spread out as thinly as that, I feel as though that really gives a good indication of how good Infused are right now.
that's fair enough. I mean, I don't like making predictions because normally I get them wrong, and normally, yeah, well, normally I get them wrong, and I don't like being wrong because, well, it's hard to root for one team over another because I love watching games as a neutral. And what I'm expecting from this, I think the big one for me, Toby, might be the Troika area. I feel. We've often seen the player who wins the Troika area then has that cross across the map where they can try and take down the enemy team, but it could all come to that, or it could come down to the vendor machine fights that we saw in the barrage game a little bit earlier on. I mean, these are all these little factors to keep an eye out for, and it should be a very exciting one, regardless of what happens with these two teams who, as we have seen, like to give it their all in terms of their fighting. So I'm looking forward to this one for sure.
We actually mentioned last week, Shawnee, when Infused played on this map, how good the pair of Reaction and Ash were. We remember Reaction was on that window area, and we also have Ash who was on that vendor machine area. And I felt they were playing that fantastically, like really, really good. And I believe that actually led to them winning their respective match. And we talk about Infused Phelpsy as well. He is incredibly aggressive up top. He is probably one of the most aggressive players this game's ever seen, known for his left-hand back ace, which I've said plenty of times before. But you can't help but do so. He literally challenges anyone up top, flies at them essentially a lot. But even then, he knows how to rotate if the option is there. He doesn't always push up top. He occasionally turns around, gets the frags onto that middle area, helping out his team and also pushing that snake area. And right now, I'm going to root for Infused just because of their past performance on this map and the points I just mentioned. I feel as though they're just going to come ahead of eXeS in this one.
I really hope that in a way we end up going to a game 5, of course. I feel like this match might determine what happens because, of course, eXeS were the team that led the series initially. We're now tied up at 1 apiece. eXeS could go back into the lead, but if they fall behind, it will be interesting to see how they respond in kind. But that's for game 4 when we get to it, as we kick off here on War Machine with game 3, well, underway.
Loving the confidence from both teams as they play up on the vendor machine right now. We're going to jump aboard with Angels. He's going to back out, but leave his teammate to get terminated by Jack Reaction immediately. Baghdad has fallen. Angels stick with him, trying to get these kills, but it's going to be difficult as he's getting angled from everywhere right now. They've surrendered the sniper. Phelps throwing his frag grenades, and it's just all on this team right now. The coordination from Infuse is just too much to handle.
And that is a fantastic start for them, no doubt about that. Excuse me, D2, a little bit of an issue there, of course. Minus 18 means he would have accidentally tagged a teammate a little bit, but that doesn't take away from the rounder Infuse just had. Jack and Phelps all coming into play there with the kills, but all of them contributing with their significant damage points as we kick off round 2, and immediately Infuse are off and running.
Troika cam, we can see vendor machine back to back of these two players. They're being aggressive. They're not sitting back on the sandbag. They're looking for it. Baghdad, he's going to roll off, but he is going to be full red. Is there going to be a play off that? Jack Reaction, you can see, looking for that angle. Not going to connect, though, as both players return to their respective positions.
Jack got tagged up big time there. Was a little bit careful and obviously wanting to regen his health for the moment. He did get tagged up big time. That's a big kill there from B. Very well played by him. And Ash in trouble, excuse me, Jack in trouble. He goes down as well. This is better from eXeS. It's now up to Crazed and Phelps. This is what they can do. Crazed gets 1. That's a 3 versus 2 now. He's going to try and rotate around try and pick up more kills. He needs to, because Phelps has done it, and Craze is behind him. He couldn't quite finish it off, though, and Craze couldn't get the melee. That was a big moment there, I feel, Toby, and that is going to be the round, I feel, for eXeS as long as they can get the Phelps, and they do.
A valiant effort by the Scottish and English duo. You just see both of them run across the map from both ends. Of course, Crazy's at the sniper, Phelps is up top, and they just somehow collapse on eXeS. Managed to bring 2 kills back, or at least the numbers advantage equal, but just in the end, eXeS were able to hold out. And we actually saw Phelps with that famous left-hand back A there, despite being full red. So, yeah, really unlucky for them and a great effort.
So, obviously, frag grenades by... Oh, hello. Down on Jack near the sniper area. Ash was already killed for first blood. eXeS are really giving it to him right now, Toby, I feel. They're doing a good job. And already they're in Infused is spawned here, Toby. And this is huge. eXeS with the rotation beautifully. And it's all up to Jack on his own here.
This is one of the best rounds I've ever seen War Machine play. Did you see how quickly eXeS flew through the middle of the map? You know, I can't tell if that was because of the down on Jack reaction on window, or was it because of the opening strat actually pushing through vending? They literally just went through this Infused squad like they were ranked players. Just ran straight through shotguns, and immediately you had 2 members of eXeS straight up, roadie running, get the actives right behind Craze. What a fantastic run by them as they get a round advantage.
Yeah, this is what they need. So for they are, of course, in the lead, 2-1. The question is as well, can they continue that? Because that was decisive and brilliant by them, it has to be said. And there you go, grenade retaliation from Phelps right from the top stairs to the middle. He got that kill there. Craze with a down on B as well, and this is more like it from Infused. They're responding in due kind. B is still down. He's going to have a grenade thrown next to him to secure that kill, and it's now a 4v2.
Physics not going to be in a great place right now, getting shots from all kind of areas. D2 comes to help, but Physics, he comes in with the steam train, but he's not going to clutch it up for his team. 2-all is the round scores. Infused bring one back.
Similar to Canals, of course, but then Infused ended up winning 4-2 in the process. It was 2-2, and then they managed to take 2 successive rounds. The question is, can they do it again to go 2-1 up in this series as we kick off round 5? There is really no time to breathe here because there's no way in. We're straight in, and it's all about who steps up now in round 5. This is fantastic stuff.
This vendor machine area is being played so aggressively. Jack Reaction is going to win that 1v with Baghdad this time round. Ash has backed off to make it that much more difficult for eXeS to try and bring a kill back, and I don't think that's going to happen, but Infused already rotating to the sniper rifle. We saw this back in 2015. They did this fantastically at the EGL Open in October, and it's already 4v3 situation. eXeS, they managed to pick up the torpo though, but look at Phelps, he doesn't care. He wants this 1v1 situation as his team are quickly come behind, but Jack Reaction, he's getting stuck by Angels and get the kill on Phelpsy. Angels, you're doing amazing right now. It's Craze somehow picks up a sniper rifle headshot. Angels, it's down to you, my friend. Can you clutch this one up? 1v1 for him right now, but no, Craze coming flying up to help his team out in that one.
Grenade usage, torpo usage, and long shot usage from Crazed. We saw the torpo from Angel. He had 3 kills in that round, and it still wasn't enough for him. That was a fantastic round by both teams, who really gave it their all there. But it was Infused, he came out on top when it matters the most. They have to take one more round to win this, but they should be able to, provided, of course, it goes the way they did in the last round.
Oh, XSB is going to roll into Jack Reaction shop. Ash, he's just going to take out Jack Reaction in the back. Angels, no. D2, another team kill. What is going on right now? Craze, you need to try and get this kill, and you have done so. Nice. But there is a flanker. Physics is going to kill.
What is going on? 3 team kills in this game, maybe 4 if Physics can go in to try and do something. Toby, I don't even know. We'll talk about it in just a sec as Physics trying to hold his own. Oh, this is the danger zone, clearly, and Infused somehow have come out with the win. But what the hell just happened in that round?
There is intensity, and then there is intensity, folks. There's plays, and then there's plays, and we saw plenty of them. We also saw a number of team kills, which I believe War Machine is known for, perhaps more so than even Mansion, a close quarters map of that. Wow.
Oh my. So we had, obviously, I have to say the last 2 rounds of that game were just insane. We had unfortunate team kills, but at the same time, in the last round prior to that, we saw some phenomenal torpo play from Angel, long shot play from Crazed, and man, we've had everything this series so far, and Infused now 1 game away from taking this series. Now the ball is in eXeS's court. They need to win the last two games. Otherwise, of course, Infused will take this series. So the first time eXeS have been behind in this series, Toby. I mean, actually, let's turn it around. I asked you about eXeS. I asked you about Infused. Infused are one game away from winning this. I mean, what's your plan here to try and finish off this series?
Well, Field Depot is the next map, Shawnee. That's all I'm saying right now.
Right.
Field Depot is the next map, and that's going to be a bit more relaxed, perhaps, in the mid-round plays compared to War Machine. But of course, I'm not going to ignore you, Shawnee. Let's bring it back to that intense map. War Machine was ridiculous. We saw play after play after play with Torpo, with sniper rifle, with shotguns. We saw team kills, nade kills. We saw Phelpsy's left hand back A that made an appearance. We saw crazed headshot. We saw Jack Reaction getting stuck by a Torpo. We saw a double Torpo by Angels. And really, up until those last couple of rounds, they looked really neck and neck. I thought eXeS taking the first round, they're sorted now. They're gonna really ride the momentum. They're gonna win these vending machine battles. But then again, Jack Reaction, Ash coming into play. Their duo, like I mentioned at the start of the map, held them off well. And what I'm really surprised at, actually, Shawnee, is the fact that both teams played up on the vending machine. You didn't see the usual strat, or say 50% of the time, the strat of keeping that player back at that sandbag in the middle area. When you're losing those rounds up there. And I think just because it was so tight, neck and neck, I think both teams are just rolling the dice and thinking, we'll beat them next time. We'll beat them next time, you know? And it was really manic at the end, and I just can't wait to get the next map started, Shawnee.
Yeah, I mean, at the end there, I think it's safe to say we had a little bit of everything in between from both teams. Should be interested to mention that Canals and War Machine both went to 2-2, but as mentioned, Infused have managed to take two successive rounds to win 4-2 in those matches. I mean, is there anything different you think they're doing, Toby? Or is there anything that eXeS aren't doing that are making Infused take those two rounds to finish off those two games?
You know, I think to summarize eXeS right now, at least from over the years as well, they are, I believe, much stronger when they're aggressive. And I think around most teams, they'd probably be described as perhaps the most aggressive team in EU. They're really good in these shotgun situations. They love these rush strategies. They love, as you saw on the middle bridge on Canals, they always try to take and contest that middle bridge, whether it's from high side or low side. And I think that might be their downfall against Infused, because when you have the likes of Jack Reaction, Phelpsy, Crazed, who all have the raw skill, all have the experience of our damage, aka eXeS, they really are just going to say, okay, they keep pushing us, they keep running at us. Let's change something up. Let's incorporate teamwork. Let's make sure our comms are on point. Let's reposition ourselves. Let's slow things down. Let's take eXeS to a later round transition. And I think Infused for that reason can really start to control, the timing of these rounds and the outcome of these rounds. So right now, if I was to just whisper in eXeS's ear, I'd just say slow it down. Slow it down. Think, focus. How can you outplay Infused, the top team that Infused is? How can you beat these players?
I mean, they took, correct me if I'm wrong, they took Mansion first game, did eXeS. As we know, Mansion's very tight for space. I think that's safe to say. Do you think the reason that they took Mansion was probably due to that specific reason? Like, because it is tight for space, they're very proficient with Nashers. I mean, obviously we didn't catch that match on stream, so you couldn't really give analysis on it, but I mean, how do we think it favors for them? Because we know Fuel Depot is a pretty big map when it comes down to it. And this is where we expect, obviously, the star power of Infused with the launch shot to come into play. As we know, I believe there are two members on Infused who are very proficient with the launch shot. So it's a matter of, well, seeing whichever one picks it up, and then of course, can they make the best use out of it?
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, we can't actually analyze it because we didn't see it, but I think eXeS probably took Mansion just because of their aggressiveness. They're so good in these aggressive situations, especially online when you have the fact that weapon sliding is pretty possible, more than possible online. I think that kind of favors the more aggressive strategies in a sense, and because Mansion is so heavily influenced from that far side where teams opt to weapon slide into the wall, into cover, I think eXeS, I think their traits saw them through on that one. But I mention online because eXeS online have always, I think, at least 75% of the time beat Infused, the Infused org, the Infused team, since this game came out. But it's been different on LAN. It hasn't been the case on LAN, and so right now I'm just trying to consider how eXeS can approach this. They definitely need to be aggressive on the fast side. They need to secure this boom shot. That's going to be a very good point for Infused to try and take advantage of if they try maybe a backdoor strategy. But then on their slow side, I think they need to take it slow. I don't think they can go head to head with Infused in that front box. I think Infused are going to be too organized for that, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, let's just get into it. Obviously, round by round, we don't like judging on how the 2 games that we've seen have gone. These rounds could go back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth, but it can all change, of course, in the blink of an eye. We're going to get ready, of course, to kick it off on Fuel Depot, Cog for Infused, and the Locust for eXeS. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I mean, the launch shots, of course, come into play, but then, of course, you cannot forget the boom shot, the precious boom shot in the warehouse. So this is all to play for here, Toby. Who are we going to go on board with to kick this off?
Fast side, I'm going to go with eXeS. Let's see how they play this one out. Baghdadi's going to go backdoor, and Physics as well. So let's follow them, because they're going to go, I believe, they're going to try and go for this boom shot from the back door. So it's probably going to be a bit more of a safer strategy than go in the front.
And there we go, boom shot up in the hands of, I believe it is Baghdad, and his first blood is a headshot from Jack as well, and a big kill there on D2 from Crazed, and just like that, 3 versus 2. However, of course, boom shot in the hands, and a nice shot by Angel as well, and that leaves now a 2v2, Crazed and Ash against, oh my goodness, well, now a 2v1. Every time I go to mention the numbers, we get a kill, and it's all up to Baghdad with just the boom shot on his own here, Toby.
Stealthy Craze might be punished in a second right now for being split from his teammate. There is a boom shot in front of him in the hands of eXeS Baghdad. He's going to back away though. He's not going to fancy himself just yet, but he's going to turn around. Craze is going to be full red. Let's stick on board with Baghdad. Can he pick up this kill before he's crossed in the back? Very difficult situation right now because the Lance is going to go wide as all boom shots are gone.
Yeah, all gone. Baghdad's on his own, and now he really has to figure out something to do here. We expect the Infused duo of Crazed and Ash to essentially try and cross down Baghdad, but he's trying to stick to where he can, near the trailer where the sniper is, or will spawn, but not quite just yet. As Baghdad makes his way back into the warehouse, Crazed and Ash about to join him.
Craze almost going for the pinch stab. He's going to regroup his teammates there. 2v1 shotgun now. Baghdad, look at this. He's got Craze full red, but Craze, he's going to get the shot off and manage to win the round. Just.
Man, oh man, that was close. Crazed was literally one shot there. What a great effort by Baghdad to go right up and decide, do you know what, I'm going to try and take them and hope for the best. And he was very close. And I got to give it to both teams. We haven't seen many rounds dominated, as in clean sweep. We've seen them always come down to the last one or last 2. And yet again, another example of that, as now Infused are on the fast side.
eXeS Baghdad has gone for the sniper rifle and the nades, and it looks like eXeS are going to play for this helipad control right now. Phob's going to have to keep a lookout, but D2 almost catching out that bed there on the front door, but he's going to get away just about. Boom shot in the hands of Infused though.
And a frag grenade kill to go with that as well. So as well as a player advantage, they have the boom shot advantage. We didn't see the boom shot come into play last round. It was a hit from Baghdad, but no secured kills of it. The question is, will Infused be able to do better with it? Is the launch shot now being picked up by Infused? They have the numbers, they have the power weapons, Toby. The question is here, how do you approach this onto the helipad?
Crazy as a sniper rifle, and it looks like he's already rotated that inside to try and get the angle on mid-box. Jack Reaction though doesn't want to wait for Crazy. He's going to take the boom shot straight to front door. Boom shot's exhausted now, so that's going to be make the push a bit more difficult. But Infused, they don't care. Giant Reaction pushing in there, but is going to back out eventually to his team.
There we go. All of Infused back up into the warehouse. Probably, I imagine, Toby, do correct me if I'm wrong, waiting for a boom shot spawn again. Because I imagine it will be up very shortly, as D2 was looking for a sniper spawn in the trailer, but nothing to beat just yet. I mean, there is a sniper in the hands of Physics. One shot can make this a 3v3. However, there's also a sniper in the hands of Craze. We saw him get a kill on War Machine, which did change around big time when he did win the 1v1 up top by the Troika area as well. It's going to be very interesting to see. There's a push coming in here from the Toby.
Yes, eXeS do need to counter this awesome setup from Infused. They're going to go for the left hand. 3v3 shotguns right now. Jack Reaction is going to get revenge on Ash for War Machine, and Physics is going to punish in kind. 1v1 situation. Craze has come to the rescue. 1v1. Jangels, are you going to win this? Please do, sir. But unfortunately for him, Craze, he's going to win that one, and it's not going to be tied up. It's going to be 2-0 to Team Infused.
Your voice, your little line about Ash getting revenge, sorry, Jack getting revenge caught me off a little bit. That was kind of insane, really, because what we saw there was the back roll didn't quite work, and at the worst time to run out of ammo, it happened, and Crazed held his own, and a team kill almost gave away the round for Infused, but yet again, in the 1v1 situations, they managed to hold their own, and now they have a 2-0 lead. And they only need to win 2 more to win the series, Toby. The question is, can they do it as eXeS are on the fast side?
Let's jump on board with Physics. He's looking for this boom shot pickup potentially, but Crazed, he's going to full front door now as Baghdad getting the kills in. Nade and shotgun exchanges right now. Baghdad, let's follow him throughout this. He's got a 1v1 right now, or 2v1 actually against Ash. The reinforcements from Reaction's not going to come quickly enough. So he's found himself in a 3v1.
Yeah, Jack tried to get a quick little headshot there. Ideally, it would be useful to take out someone with the boom shot, but he's going to get crossed a little bit and is in big trouble. You can see his health pretty much red as can be, and down he goes. Cross there from Baghdad. Kill secured, and eXeS respond in kind. And now the question is, Toby, they're not on the fast side. It is Infused on that side. Can they win this round? Because I feel if Infused win this, it's a lot more pressure on eXeS in that situation.
Definitely. Match point for Infused on this map, and I actually was a bit biased and wanted eXeS to win that previous shotgun battle against Crazed in that previous round. But you know the reason, viewers. It's 2-1 right now to Infused, and I want eXeS to win this map and take it to the final map. That's what I want to see. Let's jump on board with Crazed. Let's find out. How's he going to play out this boom shot area right now?
Yeah, we just saw a frag go out there, and there goes another one, and there you go. Big kill there on Baghdad from Phelps. That'll do nicely. Boom shot in their hands as well. Physics dodges the boom shot there near the, the back crate, but it's safe to say he has, he's in a bit of a... Oh, what a shot though! He was in a bit of a bad situation, but he made the most out of it as much as he could. It's now a 3v2 as Angel and D2 on their own, and Jack takes himself down, taking Angel with him. D2, 2v1 now, Toby.
And I think that's all the boom shots used up, actually. And you think you see Craze and Phelpsy, the duo, they are together. Their teamwork will show, I'm pretty sure. As Craze, he's going to go for the sniper rifle. Phelps, he's going to go for the nade. So they're going to choose the more resourceful strategy right now, which might open D2 up for a 1v if he's quick enough. But instead, he's going to opt himself for the sniper rifle pickup.
There we go.
But it's going to be difficult. Look at this for a situation. Pistol fire from Craze through the shutter across the map, and a nade which literally just landed on D2's shoelace practically. I mean, you can't get out of that truck at that point, can you?
I think it was wise to grab the sniper, knowing that at any time Infused could have told their teammates that they were going for it. I mean, I think that Infused knew that was going to happen, and I'm not too sure going for that. I understand why, but I mean, I guess it didn't quite work out in that particular situation. But anyway, frag grenades in both hands. eXeS have to win every single round now, Toby, or they will be defeated in the series 3-1. It's all on them now.
Bit of aggression from D2. They still want to play aggressive. That's what they're stronger in. Fair enough. As they back off. Angels, he's going to get taken out by Phelps and Ash, though. As it's still a 4v3 situation. Infused are on match point. They've got numbers at advantage. But boom shot! eXeS Baghdad coming to the rescue right now.
Direct hit by Baghdad, as you saw, because there was no down there. Straight up explosion by him. He got a nice shot, and he was behind both Phelpsy and Ash. He got those kills, and that is exactly what they needed. 3v2, but Jack has that long shot, and at any time, this could be a 2v2 courtesy of a headshot.
They're going to find themselves regrouping at the hammer boost area. And really, you mentioned it, Shawnee. It's all about Jack reaction with this sniper rifle. He wants to he can potentially get a headshot on this map. He's going to favor himself in this back hangar area, looking down the middle of the map, trying to find some heads. He's obviously going to get some call-outs from his teammates. 2 members dead, but Craze, he's going to find himself in a situation he perhaps doesn't want to be in right now. Full red. Great movement by him, though. Cover switch cancel. He's going to find himself in a 1v1 situation right now, but it's against a boom shot. How is this going to play out? A 2v1 situation. Jack, where are you? He's coming to the rescue, but Craze going to get a kill somehow against the boom shot. Jack finishes it off, though, despite getting full-redded on the shot, first shot, and that is all she wrote, folks.
Wow. The wall switch cancel, you called it, Toby. Crazed was so low, but he thought I could maybe surprise them by going back in. I don't think they'd expect me to go back in, and didn't he make it happen with that cancel? and Infused with a quite stunning performance to top it off there. They win their 3 matches 4-2, 4-2, and 4-1 there, and that was just brilliant from them, really. I mean, they showed it what they were about. Unfortunately for D2 in that game, no kills from him. He did get some downs, but eXeS put up a fight, all right, Toby, and that really was a great series to watch.
For sure, and to be honest, Shawnee, I thought XS we're gonna bring it to a final map. I thought we saw an XS on form there, but Infused, they're just gonna prove once again why they are the dominating team of EU right now. And I think I can't confirm it just yet, as I haven't had all the scores, but I think they've won every single match of tonight as well. So that's gonna take them to 5-0 in the league. So they're looking unstoppable right now, Shawnee.
Yeah, showing what they're about for sure. I mean, we can do a little bit of a story, I guess, if you will, Toby, on Infused. I mean, why is it that Infused have this reputation as such a top team? Are you able to kind of run it down for us?
Well,
Pressure, I understand. Sorry.
the game, no. I could talk about Infuse all day because honestly, the experience. Let's talk about Jack Reaction, most winningest EU player for a while now. He was, of course, in Team Afterlife, in Apex, for Gears 3. He's dominated. He was dominating that game, and he's dominating this game now. It seems in the EU. And let's look at Phelpsy and Craze, 2 new players, and the experience, obviously, compared to Jack Reaction, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We saw Craze with an amazing cover switch cancel there on, and fighting the boom shot as well. He got the kill on the boom shot, and really, all 4 of these players, Ash was played fantastically last week, and he really helped out his team towards this win. And really, all 4 players, not only as individuals but a team, they come together, and like I said, they're just so unstoppable for those reasons.
So I think it's safe to say that Infused are looking very strong for the upcoming EU Open. Then I think that's a given.
I think they're probably the highest prediction right now, highest seed if there was seeds going into it. It is an open event, of course, and I don't think there's seeds for it, so that won't mean too much in terms of the opening matches. But really, they're gonna be really fancying themselves right now, and I can't wait for the event, Shawnee. It's really going to be a blast.
Yeah, not too far away at all. Just to clarify, are we brain fat? Excuse me. Do we have one more match we're looking to get in here, or?
I've tried looking for one, but I don't think we've got one, unfortunately, because Echo. I'm getting reports right now. Echo Gaming 3-0 Team Odin, so they're another French team like eXeS. They're looking incredibly strong right now, and I'm really looking forward to them, and also the standings of this week. We're not going to get it, unfortunately, on stream for you tonight, folks, but it will be up very soon.
We can always check out, obviously, Gal Forum Net, and where there will always be updated posts, and even chat with some of the people who've been playing tonight as well, which is nice to know. And it will be, I imagine, a lot of banter, as it were, between the players. But that's just the way it is, and all of the players who love to get involved in this stuff are very passionate about what they do, and always put on a good show for us. And that's always the awesome thing about it.
Definitely. So just to wrap it up for you folks, Infuse, they're going to be 5-0. They're looking extremely strong right now. Commiserations, of course, to eXeS, who put up a great fight, but Infuse just managed to edge away. Is there any closing words you'd like to finish with, Shawnee?
No, just thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure as always, and excuse me, I just hope everyone enjoyed it, and you enjoyed the matches and the caliber that we had for you tonight. And I believed in, well, I'll leave it to Toby, but I think the next time we're on is next Sunday. So don't miss us then if that's the case.
Or 7 p.m. UK time, that is when we're next live on the Sunday. And there was a point that I would like to mention. Of course, please do follow the channel if you haven't already, and you'd like to watch more of these league matches. This is going to be a running thing for quite a while now, following the EU Open as well. So please stay tuned, folks. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Come on down to the website as well if you are from the EU and you want to try and get into a team of the caliber of these players. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.